If you're a soft autumn, these colors will look great on you. The soft autumn season is muted, warm, and medium. In 12 seasons color analysis, soft autumn is one of the 3 autumn seasons and sits between true autumn and soft summer in the seasonal flowchart. What differentiates the soft autumn season between a true and dark autumn season, it's the softest of the 3 seasons and just a tinge lighter because of the softness, even though the soft autumn palette has a variation of depth. So there are still very deep colors in this palette that the soft autumn individual can wear. Because the season sits next to the summer season, particularly soft summer, what the soft summer palette does to the soft autumn palette, it neutralizes the warmth a little. So this palette in particular can sometimes tolerate coolness a little bit more. And the neutrality of the colors is also key because some of those very, very warm, rich colors of the true autumn season are going to be overwhelming in a soft autumn and can sometimes confuse people if they are autumn after all, because it has so much of this neutrality that they tend to think like, well, I can't really wear these really rich autumn colors, so I must not be an autumn. I must be something else. So let's go over the color dimensions to further understand this season. But first, hi, I'm Mikaela. I'm a color analyst and image consultant, and I have been learning and practicing color analysis since 2016. So it's been about 10 years now. And in this channel, I like to share about color analysis and everything that I've learned through my practices and time, and about personal styling. So if you're interested in those topics, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and also watch my other videos on this series because it really helps with the algorithm and it really helps push these videos for better views, which in turn just helps me create more of these videos for you to enjoy. Before I continue, just give me a second. That seems good. So jumping right into the color dimensions. As I said before, this season's colors are neutral warm. So the colors of the season lean warm, but there's also neutrality to them, which is, I think, very key for this season because a lot of warmth is going to overwhelm this color season. Even though there are warmer colors in their season's color palette, the sweet spot is the neutral leaning to warm. So the neutrality is really important and is really key for this season. If you find that those very rich, like super mustardy, like orangey autumn colors of the autumn season don't quite work on you, even though you seem to be an autumn, you seem to be soft and have depth and have warmth in your color dimensions, this might be it. In the value scale from light to dark, overall this palette leans medium, which is also another characteristic of this season. While the other 2 autumn seasons are leaning more towards dark or deep, overall your palette is medium, leaning a little bit more to the light, because true autumn also, I think, is medium to dark, even though true autumn palette kind of looks great in all the colors of the palette. So in comparison, true autumn can wear the darker colors, the softer colors can wear the medium colors. So they have a lot of variation. While the soft autumn colors is more in between. So when you have that very middle depth is usually when you do the best. When you go too dark, it starts going a little off. And obviously you cannot go too light either because you still have depth in your characteristics. So overall medium in value or depth. And in the chroma scale, from soft to bright, you are on the extreme end of softness. So this season, along with soft summer, is the softest or one of the softest seasons in the 12 seasons color analysis system. And what does this mean exactly? I want to emphasize this a little because I think that there's a lot of confusion when it comes to the human scale of colors in color analysis. Even though you are on the extreme end of muted or softness, you're still human. So we're still doing the human scale. So it's not always going to go completely desaturated. That doesn't mean that there's absolutely no liveliness or no saturation to the colors, because then all your colors would be gray. And on a human scale, if we were to just put everything gray or everything completely muted, it wouldn't look human. It would start looking draining and less lively, like you are auditioning to be a zombie. So yeah, I don't know how else to put that, but that's the case. So for example, this also happens when it comes to temperature. People that think that they have very cool undertones, so completely cool, no warmth, think that all of a sudden like everything in their makeup has to be like completely cool and there can't be absolutely no warmth at all. If that were the case, then if you did only like super, super cool makeup, then it will start looking zombie-ish because you still have some warmth in the human scale of temperature. But on the scale of warm to cool human level, there you are on the extreme end if you were, for example, a true winter and a true summer, for example. So in this case, again, going to chroma, like even though the colors are going to be soft, there's still going to be richness to a lot of these colors. It's just think of softness as like washed out and gentled down colors more than like grayed out or completely desaturated. And don't get me wrong, these colors are still very soft. And what I find with people that are in this very extreme soft is that the colors that they can wear compared to bright. So if I put you in a very soft color compared to a bright color, it's not going to look like you are grayed out and like all your self is like muted and completely lifeless. It's more so that it's going to harmonize so well with your natural colors that it's going to give you a glow. You're naturally going to look glowy because the colors are in harmony and they're just going to look so good. So it doesn't mean that you're going to look dull and like grayed out and completely desaturated and lifeless. So really needed to emphasize on this because I think a lot of people get that confused, especially when they're looking for colors that are supposedly look good on them according to their color dimensions and etc. Like I think that tends to be very confusing for people. So moving on to color inspiration for this season. I love the natural color inspiration. I tend to find it very, very adorable. So this season's color inspiration obviously comes from the soft and warm parts of nature. It's like desert flora, newborn animals. Think of all the creatures that live in the desert that have like that desaturated or like muted ashiness, but warmth, and like lions. I think the color of lions is a perfect representation too of this season. Soft and warm, but not necessarily super overwhelmingly warm, and just has that earthy sense to it too. Remember when I said I was this close to cutting my hair? Well, I did it and I have absolutely no regrets. I love it so much. Other moms will know that there's something about motherhood that is just so overstimulating, and my hair was so overstimulating, my long hair. Even though I loved it, it was so overstimulating. So I'm happy that I cut it and it'll grow, you know. I love it. I think this is the perfect length now. I had it a little bit shorter. I think this is the length that I like. I think this is the perfect length for me. Without further ado, now that we've talked about the color dimensions and everything about the season, these are some of my favorite colors for this season. And they're all in the Pantone system. So you can easily search more information on these colors and see other color inspiration on the internet about these. Starting strong with, I think, a general favorite is sage, soft green. The sage color that I think was very popular recently. It's very easy to find too in clothing, I find, but it just represents the soft autumn season so well. It's very soft and delicate, but it has that earthy, like medium depth to it, and it's quite beautiful. You can wear this color honestly with everything. You can wear it in summer. I particularly find this color to look good on linen clothing, like a linen dress for summer, but also just in general, just looks good overall. And paired with brown, it just looks so beautiful. It's definitely a favorite for this color season. And every single time that I compare somebody that, I think green is a very telling of your chroma. So every time I compare somebody who is a soft autumn with this green and a brighter green that would be a spring green, soft autumns just shine in this color. They just look so glowy and beautiful, and it harmonizes with their features. And especially if you have green eyes or green speckled eyes, like some kind of greenish warm speckles in there, I think that it brings out your eye color so well. Next color is coffee quartz, another very popular color in the past years. I find that in the past years, there's been a lot of like color trends in general. There's a lot of colors that have been available to buy in the public, which is great. And I love this color so much. This is just such a beautiful version of brown for soft autumns to wear. They again look the best in this color, even though it's so soft. It makes you glow, and it's very neutral. It's not necessarily the warmest brown, which you're gonna find again when you hit those mid levels of neutrality as a soft autumn. You're gonna shine in comparison to the super warm colors of what a true autumn would typically wear. I love this color. You know how brown and light blue right now is a very trendy color combination? This is a color to wear with a light blue that is within your palette too, and lean into that color combination and you're gonna look fantastic. I feel like soft blue and brown color combination is kind of made for soft autumns. I love that color combination for soft autumns and soft summers, and you can shine. Like, this is your time to shine. So if you've seen the baby blue and brown color combination, you could definitely use this brown or even a deeper brown with a soft baby blue. The next color in the Pantone color system is Marsala. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is a very hard color to come by, but when you do, it's a very beautiful additional complementary color to your closet. Sorry, I'm just gonna turn the light on because it's getting a little bit dark in here, guys. So this color is equivalent to like a pink that a soft autumn can wear. It's basically taking all the coolness away from pink, because pink is usually the worst color for autumns because it's so cool and usually bright. So this is like your equivalent to pink. It's more like a dusty rose, and in this case, it's very medium in depth and particularly soft and warm. So it has like some yellow tones mixed into it. An amazingly sophisticated color if you can find it. I love this for monochrome, to be honest. I love this as a monochrome look. I think it looks fantastic. Like a monochrome suit in this or a coat, I think looks really pretty. Last but not least is Pacific. What a beautiful color. Of course, I'm handpicking all these colors, so I particularly love all these colors. These are all my favorite colors, not only for the color seasons, but just overall. They're just stunning, beautiful colors. This color for a bridesmaid's dress or for a wedding guest dress or for a dress in general, I just find so royal, so beautiful, so unique. Again, pay attention to the depth of this color. It's very medium. It doesn't go completely dark or light. It's very in the medium spectrum. And you know what this would look stunning too is a purse, or if you have a whole closet color coordinated, this is a bag. If you can find a bag or accessories in this color, I feel like that would be so unique too. But what a unique color. Like, this is again like one of those colors that's like, if it were my color, I would wear it all the time. I would try to find this color in every single piece of clothing that I could and just wear it all the time. Again, it's very sophisticated, elegant, and very royal looking, in my opinion. If you want a complete palette of the soft autumn season, I have a complete guide on my website that includes 60 plus Pantone colors for this color season, and also includes metals and stones that you can wear. More information about the soft autumn season overall with the color dimensions, etc. You can find it on my website. I worked really hard on this guide, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you like these videos, watch my other videos on this series. I have my favorite colors of the other seasons and a 12 season color analysis. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching this far. Please leave a comment on what your favorite color for soft autumn is. See you on my next video. Ciao!